Hey everyone, thanks for coming back for another figure opening video today. Today, we're going to be looking at the super premium Nezuko figure that came out in Japan a few months ago. So let's not waste time, let's get straight into looking at the box. So as we can see, we have our Sega logo in the top left corner, we have our Jaya prize up there in the top right, and we have this beautiful kind of orangey cloud pattern in the background. I love that kind of pattern. We saw that on the Tanjiro figure we opened probably earlier this year. Very nice. But we have Nezuko taking up the whole front, and I can't believe we've finally got our hands on a Nezuko figure. I cannot begin to tell you how long I've been wanting to try and get my hands on one of these. Every time a Nezuko figure comes out in Japan, basically people win them up, buy them up, and just sell them for an extortionate price. It's very much like toilet paper at the beginning of coronavirus. But we did manage to get our hands on the day of release of one, so yeah. Oh god, I'm so excited. Okay, down here we have our Kimetsu no Yaiba super premium figure, and then we have our Kamado Nezuko. Well, it's kind of different to read that kanji, and our super premium logo down there. So very nice. On the side over here, it's pretty empty. We have super premium up here, some black, and again those clouds kind of crawling over from this side. On the other side, again we have similar, but this time we do actually have a picture of most of the main characters here, and then the Hashira hidden there in the background. We also have the ufotable kind of information down there, and Aniplex and so on. And then on the back, we have the same old safety information that we see on every damn figure. Down here, we do have our Sega Plaza QR code, so if you are looking for that, please do check that out. And this time, we don't have a sticker for Aniplex, we just have it printed on, so official goods. Although made in China always makes me worry. Down at the bottom here, we just have 3 pieces of tape closing down the box. And then at the top, we just have our Kimetsu no Yaiba logo. So, let's get her open. Okay, and in with our knife. So, yes, I was in Akihabara the day that this came out. Some of you might have seen, but I actually tried to stream that night. And before I streamed, I dropped my phone on my face. So, some of you may have seen, I've got a lovely, lovely scar there now. Oh, wow. Okay. This is really interesting. The cardboard on this box is actually like cardboard box cardboard, not just like the thin kind of papery cardboard. So, yeah, I wonder why they've done that. Maybe it's a recycling purpose. But, okay, here we go. Ta-da! Oh, we've got an Nezuko. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Alright, let me get her out of her kind of plastic bindings and we'll take a look together. One sec. Okay, stand. And here is our stand. And this is tiny. This is smaller than the Tomioka figure that we opened and the Shinobu figure that we opened. This is so small, especially for the size of the figure. You can see there are 2 holes there. There's a big one and a small one. That's probably to hold her feet in. It's a little bit thick. It's about 5 centimeters deep. And then underneath here, it's hollow inside, again with our kind of information about Sega and Aniplex. But that's basically it. Okay, so let's put you down. And here is our Nezuko figure herself. And wow, pretty, but also I feel really kind of disappointed. We'll come to a lot of details in a second, and you'll probably realize why when I come to them. But for now, let's take a look at her face. So, as you can see, she has her beautiful, beautiful pink eyes there. There's actually a fair bit of detail that's gone onto the paintwork there, so that's quite nice. Her nose does stick out a fair bit, and she does have that stopper in her mouth to stop her from biting. This is adorable, but it looks so cheap. I mean, actually, it looks kind of like a knockoff would, like, look. There's just not really much detail that's gone on there at all. Kind of upsetting. You can see the straps going around to the back of her head, so that's pretty cool too. So that is basically her face. Moving to her hair, we can see that it is just a very, very shiny kind of plastic. These tips here on her demon kind of hair as well, they look cool. But again, it looks really cheap. Actually, the plastic used for this looks super, super cheap. Sega, I am thoroughly disappointed with you. That's really upsetting. Especially for Nezuko. I mean, you expect high quality, not this. Oh, wow. Ugh. But that's my biggest disappointment, how just kind of like cheaply made her hair is. She does have a little bow there, or a little kind of thing holding her hair or her fringe to one side, so that's kind of nice. But other than that, yeah, not really much going on with her hair. But okay, let's move down her body. Okay, so as we can see, she's wearing a very, very long howdy, or an overcoat. This is over the top of her trademark pink kimono. And the kimono itself looks quite nice. There is the underlayer here. You can actually see like the kind of collar, which is pretty cool. It does actually kind of fold over nicely there too. And there's this lovely, lovely pattern going along here. So that is something that's kind of picked up the quality of this figure. We can also see that her obi as well is quite nicely designed in that kind of like burgundy color and the white. And there is that kind of strap over the front there, which is seen on most women's kimonos. And that kind of green for the underlayer, so it's kind of cool. There is also a fold here where the kimono has been brought up so it doesn't drag on the floor, so that's nice. You can see that her hand looks actually kind of cheaply put together. Like, you can see her nails look very demon-like, so they are quite sharp. But it just looks appalling. I mean, the detail on those fingers are terrible. I mean, ugh. Wow, there's a lot wrong with this figure, isn't there? Sorry, Nezuko. Over here, you can see that her fist is clenched too. This is probably out of anger, although she looks kind of sweet, so, or kind of like calm. Probably not out of anger. Or maybe she's holding up her howdy. You never know. So there's that hand. There is also this kind of thicker white outline here. So this is a winter kimono. This looks kind of cool. I do like those folds. It looks very realistic, and it goes all the way around the bottom there. So that's kind of nice. And then moving down to her feet, we can see that she has these boots on. Again, with the kind of protective layers here and a few straps to hold it up so it doesn't fall down. She has the pink straps there on her sandals. And again, that connects through her toes there, which is kind of cool too. We could see as well that these sandals don't really have any grip or anything on the bottom of them, but they do have these two sticky outy points, which will go into the stand soon. And you can't really get any kind of pan shot there because the legs themselves are actually joined at the knees, so there has been no thought at all about people that are wanting to perv on these figures and look up, which is probably for the best. But yeah, wow, kind of cheap. Kind of upsetting, actually. But anyway, let's get Nezuko in her stand. And here she is in her stand. And yeah, as you can see, the stand is tiny, but it actually saves a little bit of room there on the shelf when we go put her on. But as I say, kind of disappointed. That quality of hair is not great. It's kind of upsetting. But hey, maybe my eyes are seeing this from a different perspective. Take a look for yourselves. Let me give you some pretty shots. Here we go. Okay, and let's move you to the figure room. Here we go. So let's go for a walk. Close that door behind us. Yeah, so it's kind of a nice figure. Again, as I say, the hair's a little bit disappointing. It's just a shame. We don't really have any room here on the Kimetsu no Yaiba shelf. I'm wondering, if I put her over there for a second, can we rearrange Tanjiro so she could fit in here? Oh, maybe I'm just squeezing for space here. That's not good. Oh, you know what? She can kind of fit in there. Oh, there you go. She got in there. Nice. Well, it's very, very bright, isn't it? Let's come over here. But there you go. That is our Nezuko super premium figure. Not great quality, but not terrible quality. So if you find her cheap online, worth picking up. If she costs more than 40 bucks, probably not worth your money. But hey, thanks for tuning into today's video. If you did like it, please do give us a like, and please subscribe for many, many more figure openings coming very, very soon. Okay, bye!